Robert A. Oakley, Northwestern Legal Services. For nearly 35 years, Robert A. Oakley has devoted his professional life to the mission of legal aid. He has served the civil legal needs of low-income people as a community educator, legal services board member, senior staff attorney, and managing attorney for a legal aid organization in Ohio, and as executive director of legal aid programs in both Wyoming and Pennsylvania. Along the way, he has demonstrated a steadfast commitment to the core values of equal justice, while using innovation and technology to significantly enhance service delivery to low-income individuals and families who come to legal aid for help. In addition to his broad range of experience in basic field programs in Ohio, Wyoming, and Pennsylvania, Bob worked to further the goals and objectives of legal aid in leadership roles serving the Project Advisory Group of the National Association of Legal Services Programs. He has also worked with the private bar to expand pro bono representation for low-income clients, in addition to financial support for the mission of legal aid. Bob has also been active in a variety of community and civic organizations that serve the needs of low-income people, including his current efforts as board president for the John F. Kennedy Center, a neighborhood organization that provides essential services to inner-city residents of Erie, Pennsylvania. The center offers essential services for the low-income community, including nutrition programs for seniors and children, educational classes, recreational programs for youth, and also serves as the site for the WIC program. Bob began his career in legal aid as a landlord-tenant community educator with the Legal Aid Society of Dayton. In addition to his work conducting seminars in housing law and other poverty law areas, he also published a booklet titled Landlord-Tenant and Ohio Law. During his tenure as executive director for the Wyoming program, Bob not only supervised the day-to-day operations of the organization, he also took an active role with the private bar to further the mission of legal aid. He served as chair of the Legal Aid Services Committee for the Wyoming State Bar from 1985 to 1992, and he worked with private attorneys and the judiciary to expand service to the low-income community through pro bono representation and counsel of poverty-level clients. Bob currently serves as the executive director of Northwestern Legal Services, where he provides leadership and supervision for a legal aid program covering 10 counties in northwestern Pennsylvania, through 6 staffed offices in Erie, Farrell, Meadville, Franklin, Warren, and Bradford. Despite the economic downturn that confronts nonprofit agencies across the country, Bob has been able to navigate his organization through these turbulent times with little impact on program services. Amid the challenges and changes confronting legal services, Bob approaches his organization's mission with a singular purpose. How can NWLS say yes to more low-income individuals and families who turn to legal aid for help with their civil legal problems? As NWLS Executive Director, Bob developed a centralized intake unit that remains a model for legal services organizations across the country. The NWLS Central Intake Unit, launched in 1996, has resulted in a significant increase in the number of clients served, an increase in the areas of law in which service is provided, uniformity and screening of client eligibility, program-wide conflict checks, a shorter time frame in scheduling appointments, reduced no-show numbers, and client empowerment. Attorneys assigned to the intake unit provide telephone advice and brief services appropriate to the needs of certain NWLS clients, while facilitating an efficient system of intake and referral throughout the service region for cases requiring extended representation. For his dedication and commitment to the ideals of legal services and his excellence in leadership throughout his career, Robert A. Oakley is deserving of the 2012 Excellence Award from the Pennsylvania Legal Aid Network. Bob Oakley was nominated for the Pennsylvania Legal Aid Network Excellence Award by Thomas M. Lent, Esquire, the board president of Northwestern Legal Services.